Well, great win. We say all our wins are great, and on a night that we didn't necessarily play our very best basketball, we found a way to win, and that's what we talk about. Find a way on a defensive possession, find a way to get a rebound, find a way to win, and our ladies got that done tonight. So it was great to get the W.
All right, questions for the student athletes? Go ahead, Al.
Question for Kate. We know this is your third game back. What was it like to play your first game at home?
Oh, it felt great. I mean, I miss Wintrust so much. It's the best arena in the Big East, I think. And it just felt good to make shots and play with this team. And that's the reason why I came back, is just to play with them.
Now you led the team in scoring today with 15 points. What was that journey like, getting back out there on that court?
Yeah, I mean, just a lot of recovery. I fractured my knee, so just a lot of sitting and waiting. So just making sure that I was comfortable to come back on the court and feel myself. I'm here to make shots, but I'm just here to do whatever the team needs to win. So if that's making shots, then I'll do it. If that's locking down on D, I'll do it. And yeah.
Jorie, and then for Kate, same question. What's the difference between Doug and Jill from a coaching style, since you have a good sample size of both of them in the head coach role?
I think they're very similar. Jill's worked with Coach Bruno for a long time, and when Coach Bruno needed to step away, Jill took over, and the transition was seamless. And our daily routine has not changed at all, and the drills we do in practice haven't changed. Jill is, of course, her own person, and she's very unique in her own way, and she's always brought a very positive energy, as did Bruno. My relationship with Jill is different than Bruno, of course. But as to coaching styles, I can't really tell you that it feels like we have a different staff this year, because it's the same staff, and we're running the same stuff. It's DePaul ball. Bruno's left his mark. He's been here for so long, and everything that Bruno teaches is just fundamental basketball, and that's what Jill's all about: fundamental basketball, and caring about us on and off the court. That's something that sets Bruno apart. I've never experienced a head coach be as involved in the recruiting process in your daily life as Coach Bruno. And Jill, I go and sit in Jill's office, and we'll talk about life, not just basketball. And that's the way there are similar differences. I mean, Jill's not as tall, so when I hug her, I have to bend down a little bit. When Bruno, I could look up. But it's, we miss having Bruno on the sideline. Of course, I love him. I miss him in my everyday. Like I said, I go sit in Jill's office. I would go sit in Doug's office. But it's awesome to have him around. It's awesome to see him healthy. And, basketball is not the most important thing. He's got to take care of himself. But I love playing for Coach Jill, and I think I'm really proud of her and what she's been able to do this season with this group.
Yeah, I guess just to piggyback off that, I think there's the love and warmth from both coaches I've felt since day one. And like Jorie said, I think that's very rare, and, it gives me confidence when I'm on the court, and same with the whole team. I think when you watch us play, we have a confidence to us, and, with all the adversity we've been through, that's everything. So, yeah, I'm also proud of Jill. So,
Thanks.
Anything else for the student athletes? Go ahead, Al.
It's for you, Taylor. We're going to let you off the hook now. So the last, I would say, 4 possessions that they had, you all created a turnover. Can you speak to that defensive effort that you all done down the stretch?
I would say it's just what we practice. Defense. Defense wins games. Rebounds wins games. I mean, that's what we had to do to pull out that win.
Thank you, guys.
thank you.
Great job, ladies. Great job. Yeah, Kate.
Jill, what kind of an impact does Kate Clarke giving you a full starting minutes do to the rest of your team, and how does that kind of affect rotations from a coaching perspective?
Well, she gives us someone who is a great threat from the three-point line, so that automatically creates spacing inside. People can't stay in the paint on Kate, so it does help our interior game when Kate's out there. Just another option as a good ball handler, and just a real threat that they're not going to want to leave. In terms of our rotation, I think with our team, we have continued to try to figure out our best guard play. And with Kate, Kate was definitely a projected starter, so it really wasn't a discussion about once she was able to start, if she was going to start. She was a projected starter. And, Shakira's had some good minutes. Summer's had some good minutes. I give Summer a lot of credit today for coming in and maybe struggling a little bit, but then coming in the most important minutes and playing well. And that's great to see from her. Angelina today wasn't necessarily her best night, but she's had some great games, and she's had minutes where they've been very important to us getting wins. So we're still, our guards are so young when it comes to everyone other than Kate. And Taylor's still young to play at this level. So they're still learning. Early on I said, hey, we're going to get better every week, and I think that's the case. So what the rotation was today might not be the rotation on Sunday. And that's just us evaluating every practice and figuring out the best situation for the team. But it's great to have another good, experienced guard.
Coach, I want to piggyback on what he just shared there. You've had many different lineups this season. Can you talk about the challenge of that grind and going through that different lineup changes and pretty much persevering through most of that?
Yeah, I think our ladies have done a good job of just understanding the message of continuing to work hard and get better every week and play to your individual strengths. I think that's a real important message that our players are understanding and to accept what their strengths are, and we're appreciative of all their strengths and then to play to those strengths so that they're playing at their best. But I think it's just a testament to our kids understanding they got to work hard, and we said from the get-go we're going to have to defend, we're going to have to rebound, and we were thin with players in terms of numbers, and different players stepped up, and now Kate's come in and had a good game for us today. So it's great. I think it's fun for a team when other players have to step up and their teammates see that and know in their mind at any given night it might be their night, and that's how we want our players to think when they're going into the game. Execute the game plan, play extremely hard, and tonight might be your night, and I think they're seeing that with this team. So it's been good.
Jill, every year you guys do the Maggie Dixon game. Can you talk about why that's important to the program to do it year after year?
Yeah, because of the impact Maggie's had on the profession. So I don't know, on social media, there's a great clip of Coach Bruno talking about Maggie and how she came to DePaul and got this job. And she was a young woman who just brightened up every room and was just a great leader of women. And she was here for 5 years and made an impact here at DePaul. And then to go to West Point and bring them to the NCAA tournament in her first year. West Point's never been to NCAA tournament, and we know Coach Knight was there and Krzyzewski was there, but she did that in her first year. And I can still remember I was sitting at home watching the conference tournaments, and when she won and all those cadets had her on their shoulders, it's an unbelievable picture, it's an unbelievable vision, and the energy she brought as a woman to West Point is amazing. And she made, in her 1 year of being a head coach, made an unbelievable impact on the profession and the sport. And it's sad, it's tragic, that we lost her when she was just 28. But to have the impact that she had is pretty amazing. And then I think what's important is just to keep heart health at the forefront and the importance of being healthy, and staying healthy, and the fact that Rush partnered with Matthew Meiji Foundation to offer CPR is also great for our fans and for people to just become knowledgeable in CPR. So I think it'll be important. I think it will maintain. You'll continue to see a Maggie Dixon game at DePaul.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks, Julie.
Yeah, thanks.